Okay, guys, I think we are good to go. And let me just say good morning once again to everyone. Thanks for joining and welcome to our online event, Police AI Gadget of 21st Century. I think you can hear and see me pretty well. Just if you could drop a plus sign to the chat so that I know that there is no problems either with video or sound. I hope you all can see and hear me. Thank you so much. Thank you for the confirmation. Let me please introduce myself. My name is Lyubov. I'm marketing manager at NNTC, and today I will assist my colleagues during the event. I just would like to drop a small note about the questions that you may have. We have an option for you to either drop them in the chat. This is what you are doing right now, or you can raise a hand and we will turn on your mic so you can ask questions directly to our experts. We will definitely answer all the questions right after the presentation or at the end of the event. So don't worry, we will have this chance. Today we will start our event with the presentation by Abdullah Abu Hakmeh, our sales director, who will talk about the gadget and its features. He will be followed by Andrei Safohin, our senior engineer, who will conduct demo for different types of recognition scenario. I think we are pretty good to go, and I would like to give a mic to Abdullah to start his presentation.
Good morning, everyone. Hope all of you as well. I hope that you can see my presentation well today.
Yes, Abdullah.
So, first of all, let me just say good morning. صباح الخير على الجميع. إن شاء الله إنه أموركم تمام. Hope everyone is well. First of all, today I want to make it in a different way, which is usually the webinar you need to be sitting and just like in front of your laptop and that's it. But today I decided why not to stand up, sorry, and just try to do it as we are meeting face to face. Usually when I'm going to my customers, I just stand up, put my presentation on the screen and just start discussing with my customers. So today, I'm really happy to be with all of you. I'm so glad that all of you joined our webinar today. And I'm really excited for that webinar because to be honest, the discussion today and the subject is one of our most important solutions and product that we are selling in NNTC for the past 3 years. To be honest, also I'm excited for one reason because as I remember my previous webinar, it was in the completely lockdown and all of us we were at home. All of us we cannot just move from our home because of the COVID-19. But thanks God that today we just moved from this situation to a better situation, and I'm sure that most of you who are just watching us today is from offices or from somewhere they are having their coffee in the morning or at houses. So thanks God that we moved to the next step from the COVID-19 and we are somehow back to normal life. To be honest, I'll just give introduction about myself and then I will just introduce the company quickly and brief, and I will just move or jump to the presentation directly. So my name is Abdullah Abu Hakmeh. I am the sales director in NNTC. I'm working in NNTC for the last 3.5 years. I'm handling the government, semi-government, at the same time some bulky account in different regions. My main focus is the whole portfolio. I cannot say that I'm focusing on one side, but I'm really focusing on the product that I'll be discussing today as it's with one of our major customers. You can see my contact details, my email, my phone number on the screen right now. Please don't hesitate to call me anytime or to send me an email if you have any question. If you have any requirement that you want to discuss in details, also if you want to discuss more about the presentation that I'll be presenting today. let me just move to the company itself. So who's NNTC and what we are doing here in the market? So NNTC is a UAE-based company for the last 5 years under a group of company called the Krok. A Krok is a Russian company that's based in Moscow with more than 2,500 employees. What they are doing is they are purely system integrator from software and hardware side. At the same time, they have a couple of data centers. Also, as a Krok company, as the big group for us, they decided to open different branches. So they opened in Istanbul, they opened in Bahrain, and they opened in Dubai in the last 4 or 5 years. But in Bahrain and in Istanbul, their name is NGN, and in Dubai, we agreed to change the name for one reason. What they are doing in the rest of the countries, they are purely system integrator. But at the same time, when we decided to open in this market, in this region, we decided to open as a vendor. Why? Because our team is big and we have a development team that they can develop our own solution. And we reached to a point that we have our own portfolio that it's developed 100% for NNTC. So NNTC somehow is a vendor here in the market. We sell a niche or unique solutions for the market, not only for UAE market, but it's a worldwide. At the same time, we focus in the UAE and the different regions. If we're talking about some solutions that we are focusing on, I will not go for all of them, but I will go for the main focused solutions that we have in the time being, which is number one is the facial recognition. The second thing is the video analytics with the facial recognition and some artificial intelligence. Also, some video analytics for the retails, for constructions, at the same time, virtual reality, augmented reality. So this is our let's say, main focus in the company. We have different products that we can discuss also, but this is the focus for NNTC for the last 3 years. Let me just start with my presentation. And please, if you have any question, you can just raise your hand, or you can just put a question, and after I finish my presentation, I will do my best to answer the maximum of your questions. Okay, so let's start that all of us, we know that the security is very important, especially nowadays. Everyone is needed to have the security in their entity. Either it's commercial, either it's private, either if you have a public event, even for the country itself. So as a security, it's very important. And if we are talking about the security officers who are secured this event or the CCTV, do you think is that enough? Maybe yes, maybe no. Why? Because if the security officer, he will be moving in a crowd of an event, let's say, let's take an example like the World Cup. So if the security officers, he will be moving between people, how many people he can detect, how many people he can see at the same time, how many people he can remember. The maximum usually is 5 to 10 people that he can remember. At the same time, if he will catch some people that they are wanted or suspicious, then it will be 2 to 3 people. Is that enough? Is that will make the event, the World Cup, secured enough? I don't think so. At the same time, if you think about it, even if it's World Cup, do you think it's 100% covered with CCTV? Always there is some gap. And always there is some places which there is no coverage for that CCTV, or there is some damages maybe in 1 or 2 of the CCTV. So always we need to think an alternative. We need to think how we can cover more of that area. At the same time, how we can scan more of the crowd. So we think about some solution which is very easy. I will just give you a brief about it now, and later on my colleague, he will show it to you exactly in a live demo. The idea is glasses, you just wear it in your eyes. It have a smart screen inside, a small smart screen inside. At the same time, you will have a server on your left side or your right side, which is it have all the database. So as simple as that, there is no cables, there is no any wire for that one. You just wear it, you just move between the crowd, and you can scan the whole crowd in front of you. And the most important thing for that one, that you can scan up to 15 faces per frame. So can you imagine if you have around 10, 15 security officers, they are having these glasses, and in less than 1 second, they can scan up to 15 faces per 1 frame. That's really amazing, because you can 100% cover any event with thousands of people. At the same time, usually who is using that smart glasses, or what we call iFalcon control? So usually the police, the federal, at the same time, the private and commercial security companies who are handling the official security of the country or of the event or any crowd places. At the same time, if we are talking where it can be used or how we can use it, to be honest, it can be used everywhere. But if we want to be more specific, any crowded area, any place that it have a checkpoints like a metro, like a subway, like the buses. Also, if we have some big events coming to the area that we are there, so it's nice to cover the events with some smart glasses. Also, if we are talking about the malls, so let's say Dubai Mall, one of the biggest malls, so 100% that we can use the smart glasses there to make it more secure. It's already 100% secured, but why not to make one more step to be more secured for the malls or any other places. Also, let's say if you have some outdoor or indoor event, maybe the opera. So in the opera in Dubai, if we are talking about it, it's like a weekly basis or bi-weekly basis event. So why not to use it on the doors before the people they will enter, or even inside while they are sitting and they are enjoying their time. So always there is a way to use these glasses. Always is better to use these glasses to be more secure. At the same time, it's perfect to be used in the areas which is there is no CCTV or there is some damages in the CCTV for the current time. If we're talking about the benefits of this solution, honestly, there is a lot of benefits. I can speak right now for like half an hour only just to speak about some benefits of this solution. But let's be more specific. First of all, we don't need any connectivity required. Why? Because it's internal network between the glasses and the server itself. So I don't need to be connected to anywhere else. So even if I'm underground, if I am in somewhere which is there is no connection, I don't mind. My device with me, it will be working 100%. I have my database with me, so everything will be working perfectly. Also, as we know that most of the security officers, their shift is around 8 to 10 hours. So that's why our device can work up to 8 hours without stopping. That means that the whole shift, he can have the battery with him, not the battery, sorry, the device itself, and it can be working perfectly without any problem. At the same time, as I mentioned, you wear the glasses. Inside the glasses, there is a smart screen inside it. It's a small smart screen that you can see all the details of the people. So when you are looking to the people in front of you, what will be happening? Inside the screen or inside the smart screen, it will directly show you if there is any wanted person. It will match it with the database and it will tell you that this person is wanted. At the same time, it can give you all his details, his name, his nationality, his ID, etc., whatever database we have. At the same time, if you don't want to look inside your smart screen, or you have an assistant officer with you, it can be integrated with your mobile app on the same network of the glasses and the server, not an external network, on the same network of the glasses and the server. And directly you can see all the details on your mobile app, because it's much better, and even for your eyes is easier to read it from the mobile app or from tablet, etc. Okay, now what we will be discussing is something interesting about the engine itself. So okay, we are talking about facial recognition, we are talking about smart glasses server, but what about the engine? So how we can make sure that this engine is accurate enough to be used in such events, especially that when we are talking as to go back to the first example, which is the World Cup, it's a critical area and it's a place that we need to make sure that 100% it's accurate. So that's why we are using some engine that it's first of all up to, it's number 1 and number 2 in NIST testing worldwide. So from the testing wise and from the certifications is number 1 and number 2 worldwide. At the same time, as I mentioned before, it can detect up to 15 faces per frame. And that's really amazing because you can like 100% scan the whole crowd. Also, it's very important that in a small server that I'll show to you later on in my presentation, you can have up to 1 million wanted person in the database. That means if you have really 1 million wanted person in this country, in this area, then you can add all these people to the database and you can have it with you in a small box in your site, and you are just moving and you can detect any one of them, either normal wanted, either Interpol, etc., it depends. And and something else which is as one of our benefits is less than a second to detect and match the face, and it will give you the picture inside the glasses, which is he's wanted or he's not wanted. Also, we don't care about the skin, the age, if he's wearing mask, if he's having a beard, he have a long hair, short hair, hat, glasses, etc. So all of that we don't care about. Our system can read it easily. At the same time, it can recognize people from different positions of faces. So it should not be exactly in front of you. You can detect from the side. You can detect if you are looking down, 100% not full down, but like half down you can detect. At the same time, if you are wearing glasses and you're just moving directly, so no need to be face to face to the suspicious person. At the same time, we can just keep the history for all the recognition for a future use. And we can also know and recognize the gender of the person or the suspicious person. At the same time, the average age and his emotion, as we call it, the happiness. This is not everything, but also the smart glasses or the iFalcon control that we have, it can also detect the car plate numbers. So while the cars, they are moving or entering to the event, to the parking, or they already parked, or they are still driving to park, we can detect the car plate numbers. It can show you all the results and all the details of this car plate number. And we can also screenshot for that car plate numbers for future, and we can keep it in our history. At the same time, if we think about it in a different way, we thought that, okay, maybe he reached a wanted person, he's wearing the glasses, it showed that it's wanted, but can he just really catch him and take him to the police station? No, because he need to check from his ID, he need to check that he's really wanted. Okay, as a system, it was giving that it's wanted, but also we need to check one more time if he's really wanted person or suspicious person. So he will ask for his ID, and usually what the police officer is doing right now, he will ask for the ID, he will talk to the command center, give the ID number, and they will give him the details. So what we came in our mind and an idea that in the mobile application that already integrated with the server and the smart glasses, you can directly take the Emirates ID, scan it, and it can give you all the details without getting back to anyone from the command center. Also, we can integrate our smart glasses with the thermal cameras that already there or already integrated there, either with the body cam, which is with the police officer, or the normal cameras, or any thermal camera. We can just see the notification on the smart glasses or the AR glasses, as we call it. How it's work? So as easy as that. So you will be just wearing the glasses, looking in front of you. When you will find the right person, directly it will take his picture, it will just match it in the database, and it will give you the result in less than 1 second. If he's a wanted, then you can see this picture, which is he's a wanted person with all his details. If he's not wanted, then it will not show you anything. You can just continue walking. That means that he's fine, nothing to worry about. Also, here is the mobile server that I was talking about, that it can handle up to 1 million faces in the database. So as you can see here, it's really small. It's around the 1 kg as a weight. Also, you can have a look at the size and the screen. It's supported with 4G. It's supported with GPS receiver, supported with Wi-Fi. At the same time, you can charge the glasses directly through the USB that it's on the server itself. At the same time, let me just say it in a different way, or maybe some question it will come to your mind. Okay, what if I'll give this server to one person, and this is very critical because it's have all the database, right? So what if it will be stolen? What if anything will be happened and this will fall, or he will lose it for some reasons? That's why the same solution, it can be working on a 4G, that we can connect it to the command center directly on the servers in the command center. You can have the database there, and the police officer, he can just only wear the glasses without any server, only with a 4G router, small 4G router in his pocket, and he can just walk and get the same results. So we have the two ways. It depends on the entity, it depends on the requirement. If you want the books, we have the books. If you don't want the books and you want to make it easy for the people, then they can use it in a way which is to connect the glasses directly to the command center and get the same results with the same accuracy at the same time. This is the glasses that we are using right now. We are using two glasses from a company called Vuzix. Vuzix is our suppliers here in the United Arab Emirates. You can see that both of them with the perfect specifications. It depends on the requirement. It depends for who, if it's going for a private security companies or it's going for police. So it depends how the customer he wants to use it. That's why here we will agree with the customer on which one is better for him, or even some police officers, they don't want to show that they are looking to people, so they can use the right glasses, and some of them, they can use the left one, which is it's showing that there is a camera. So it depends on the requirement itself. Thank you so much for your time. I hope that it was effective a presentation from my side. Please feel free to ask me any question. At the same time, again, if you have any more requirement or if you want more details, I can just go with you deeply. You can just contact me on my mobile 24/7 or by my email. I'll be more than happy to support all of you. Again, thanks to everyone. I'm glad that all of you is here. And I'm really happy that I can see that people is joining from different countries. And that's really make us like work harder to be more efficient in the future. Thanks again.
Abdullah, thank you so much for such a great presentation. As of now, we have no questions in the chat, but I'm pretty sure that they will come in some time, maybe during the demo. Thank you so much. So in this case, I would suggest to proceed to demo part of our event. But right before we start, I would like to make a small announcement. In a few minutes, there will be a pop-up offer on your screens. And we will offer you to register for demo or to be contacted for more information. And here's the great offer. For the first 10 participants who click register for demo, we offer 1 month free iFalcon cloud subscriptions. So you can try the product in your company, in your environment. But please note that this offer will be displayed for just a minute, so try not to miss it. All right. Thanks again, Abdullah, and I would like to pass the mic to Andre, who will be presenting a demonstration.
Thanks, Liva. Hello, everyone. My name is Andrei Safokhin. I'm a senior engineer in NNTC. My role is technical expertise, implementation, operation, and technical support of the solution. And today I would like to provide a live demo for you. You will see our product, iFalcon Face Control Mobile. You will see how it works in a real environment, and we will do some live tests. Also, I will tell about main interesting software and hardware features of our solution. And today I will not be alone with that. Let me introduce our lead engineer, Sergey Fedyanov, who will help us from the office with our test. Yes. And firstly, I would like to show you our components of our solution. So could you show us, please, the box close up? Yes, and yeah, this is our demo kit, and all components of our solution locates here. Yes, open the box, please. And let's start with the main component. This is our wearable server with 2 batteries. So this is our main device. This is the brain of the solution, because all software, database, hardware locates here. When we designed this product, we thought about 3 main tasks. We made it powerful, and that's why we put Intel components inside. We made it wireless, and that's why it has own network adapter, and we made it autonomous, and that's why you see 2 batteries, and this device can work up to 8 hours without charging. Yes, also we put power button here, Sergey. USB charger for glasses, and fingerprint for authentication and security for operator. Yes. Also, this server has leather case, and you can easily carry out. You can easily carry this device on your shoulder or on your belt, and also we thought about head swapping battery, and you can easily change the battery on the go. And in the real life, you can work whole day till you have enough batteries, because it's not stopping the work of the server. Okay, Sergis, thank you. Next item is augmented reality smart glasses. This is lightweight glasses that do not attract a lot of attention. They look like common glasses, but at the same time they have built-in camera and internal display where we can see the result of the recognition. Of course, glasses are wireless and can connect to the server through Wi-Fi and can work up to 1 hour without charging. Okay, next device is a body-worn camera. This is compact, reliable, and useful solution. You can fix this camera on your belt or on your t-shirt, and it's also wireless and can work up to 8 hours without charging. Also, you can use button camera for discrete surveillance. Okay, next item is charging station for 2 batteries. Yes, we designed it for 2 batteries at once, and you can charge it, and this take only 2 hours. Okay, and the next model that Abdullah showed you before, this is our wearable server with 1 battery. We decrease dimensions and weight with the same components inside. It has 1 battery and can work up to 4 hours without charging, but still we can change battery on the go without stopping work. So if we have enough batteries, we can work whole day. Okay, thank you, Sergey. I guess we show all components from the box, and I suggest to start live tests. Let's switch to the user interface screen and do some interesting tests. Okay, right now you see our web interface. This is from the right side of the screen, and from the left side on the top we see this is display of the glasses. So this is what the officer see when he wear the glasses. And 2 bottom videos, 1 video from body-worn camera and another one from common CCTV camera from the office. Okay, so could you please ask Mohammed to help us with the test? We put the picture. You see now. You see the wire for glasses. We need this only for share the screen from glasses to see what the surgeons see right now, and we now need it for real work. So now we see the notifications of our engineer. It's Mohammed. We put his picture into the database, and now we see that we recognize him with the mask. So this is quite unfavorable conditions, but still we have this recognition. Okay, so please ask Mohammed to wear sunglasses. So we can see notification not only in glasses, but also in web interface, of course. That's why it can be operator in main office in headquarter. Also, it can be officer on the field. Sergey, can we? Oh, yes, great. So now you see we use sunglasses, and we see the notifications that this is our employee, Mohammed Bajar. Okay, can we wear the hat? Okay, let's do another test. Oh, perfect. So we have both hat and the mask, and still we have notifications. I think this is pretty good. Okay, Sergey, thank you. I would like to mention that we can work also with 10, 15 years old photos. We can work with crowd, with more than 10 people at once on one frame, on one camera. So could you show us the glasses, what you see inside? Because this is not just alerts, not just pictures. We can see information about the person. We can look, yes, we can scroll it and look who is this person, nationality, passport ID. Also, we can scroll all detections that, for example, operator has previously, yes, and look all information about it. So we don't lose any person if we don't have time to look all these notifications. Okay, so just thank you. Let's move to the last part of this live demo, and I would like to show you user interface itself. This is our main management and configuration environment for operator. He can see all information about detections with different tools. For example, map. We can display users and groups by GPS, tracking it, the alerts, and detailed information on the map. So if we work with several groups, yeah, we will see that. Okay, so can you show alerts on the second screen? Oh yes, now we see this is our office in NNTC, so this is not a random place. Yes, and this is all alerts located here. They are grouped by person. We can see information about the person. We can see group, category, and GPS coordinates. Okay, next you show us the history. Yeah, all detections located here, and we can combine it by groups, by date, by person. Yes. Okay. Also, this here locates database, and we can download pictures individually or by groups, and we can edit information, add new photo, or add any information you want. This is all customizable. Okay. Next thing is archive tools. We can download and upload archive videos and work with that. It can be photos or videos. It's pretty convenient if you already have some photos or videos from cameras. You can download it and recognize person on it. Okay, and the last one, this is configuration lawyer. Not last one, this is configuration. Here we can set similarity threshold, so how how accurate we will calculate their recognition or detection. So, for example, for attendance cases, when we need exactly the same person, we can put 97%, and this will be really accurate. Also, the interesting feature here that we can auto-enroll persons. So even if the person is not in the database, we can put his photo there, and when he came second time, we will know about that. Okay. Also, we can work with teams and create several teams of users and synchronize their work. We have, for example, for officers, it can be 5 groups that will get the same notifications, but in other teams will get another notification. So it may be really convenient for some cases. Also, we can set role structure and to make some security reasons. Also, we can manage devices and make group lists of cameras. It may be useful for tracking, for example, when we know for where the person was recognized. For example, camera 1, camera 2, place 1, place 2. Okay. Also, we can create, of course, categories of person who we want to recognize. It can be VIP, wanted lists, white lists, black lists. Yes. And the last thing, this is reports for work. We can see dashboard for information that we want to see in total, and of course matched persons report. We can download it in PDF and print on paper. Yes, and we see the name of the camera from notifications, the user who did it, and detection time, and of course photo. Yes. Okay, thank you, Sergey, for help. I guess this is all for our demo, and thank you for listening. If you have some technical questions, I'm happy to answer it.
Thank you, Andrei. It was a great presentation. Yes, we've got a few questions, but I think maybe Abdullah will help with some of them.
Yes.
So one of the questions is, what is the level of accuracy with regards to facial recognition, especially if he or she wearing mask or glasses?
As I said, it depends. If we look directly to the face, so if it's attendance case, of course, it will be pretty good result. We can put 95, 97% of accuracy, and it will work. If we're talking about crowd walking, yeah, we need to decrease this percentage to 80%, for example.
All right, perfect. And the other question, how much is the distance does the officer need to identify the wanted?
For body-worn camera, it will be 5-6 meters. For glasses, it will be 3-4 meters. And for CCTV camera, it may be a huge range because of good metrics and camera
quality. All right.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Then we've got a few questions in Q&A. One of them is, can we get a copy of presentation? Yes, for sure. The presentation and the recording of this webinar will be shared with you to your emails. Second question, what's the level of accuracy if you are wearing Are you referring to with regards to facial recognition? Sorry, Abdullah.
This is already just Andre. He just answered it, which is the accuracy when you are wearing the glasses.
Yeah, it's been already answered. There is another question from Purna. If you consider political meetings, you will have a lot of people. In that scenario, 15 faces per frame is less, right? It's not very clear for the expert to answer this question. If you could specify what did you exactly meant?
Excuse me, Luba. The question was repeated. So the question was if there is a critical meeting. So it's the same which is we answered, which is what's the distance that it can detect from the glasses. So as my colleague, he answered before, which is it depends. If it's body worn, then it's like around 5 meters. If we're talking about the glasses, then 3, 4, 5. It depends on the situation for it.
Well, actually, I think it's here the question related to a number of faces in the frame. Okay, if we didn't answer your question still, please ask us again. Okay.
Luba, I saw the question about live battery of the glasses. Yes, it's 1 hour, but on the server we have USB charger, and we can charge glasses or change it. So it depends. Of course, we can put more powerful battery on glasses, but it changes, of course, the weight of the glasses, and this is critical moment.
Mm-hmm. All right, great. There is another question. What would be the performance in poor lighting conditions?
It will be, yes, that's a good question. We tested with several conditions. For example, 50 lux of lightning, and yeah, we need to put cameras as much more direct to the face as possible, and we can work with poor light conditions for sure. Also, we can work with ER illumination, so in night dark mode. So it's not a problem at all.
All right. And another question, what is the required training for the recognition model, such as minimum number of images?
Please repeat again.
What's the required training for the recognition model, such as minimum number of images?
So our software, our neural network is already trained, so we no need any training more. So this is already worked. So we need just photos to recognize, and that's all. It's already worked.
Okay, we are getting more and more questions. Does weather condition affect the accuracy? Yes,
of course. If the worse conditions, the worse accuracy. So if we're talking about good light, 300 or 300 lux, for example, yes, it may be 95–97% of accuracy. If we're talking about really poor lighting, it will be less, but still we can provide 85–90% of accuracy.
Mm-hmm. So. Great. What is the weight of eyeglasses?
Abdullah, maybe you can help with that. I guess it's around.
Yeah, I will just
100.
Good, that one more time. It's around like 90 gram.
Yes, 90. Yes.
90 gram. Okay. There was a request to share case studies. We will definitely contact you after the webinar, and we will provide all necessary information to you. Don't worry about that. How many photos should be minimum uploaded for one person to recognize him?
One photo, and that's all. That's enough. Of course, it will be better if we have good quality of the picture, but also we can work from the scan of the passport or just a photo from your passport, like 40 kilobyte picture. Yes, we can work with that. It's better if you have several photos, but we can work with only one.
That's great. Can two persons share the same server? Means two glasses configured on the same iFalcon server.
Yes, we can work up to 5 devices with one server. So it can be glasses, it can be body-worn cameras, also it can be CCTV cameras if they have 4G option, for example. Yes.
Okay, great. And how much time does it require to implement the solution?
If we are talking, for example, about ready infrastructure, and we don't need any works for that, except of delivery for 20 boxes, it takes 1 month.
Okay. How many megapixel of camera in eyeglasses? What is the size of lens? Is it wide range?
We are talking about smart glasses, yes?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tula, I need your help here.
So it is at 8 megapixel as the glass itself. Sorry, as the lens of the smart glasses.
Okay. And I believe it's not like wide lens, right?
No, no, no.
Just normal glasses, yeah. Another question we have, is it possible to integrate solar cell as the glasses handles? That should make the battery last longer.
I think this is a question for discussion, but we have no limits here because anything what you want, we can do it. We need only resources, time, and that's all.
Okay, that's great. What about people who are wearing, I guess, they mean scarf or helmet? Will it still detect faces?
There is critical zone for our network, for our neural algorithm. This is like triangle of this part of your face. So if we have this part of the face, we can recognize it. Of course, if it's closed, still we can recognize even if we have only half of this face. So of course, if helmet has strong and dark glasses, I guess this will be really hard for us.
Okay. What's the distance allowed between glasses and the server?
Yes, good question. It depends of the model of glasses. If we're talking about Vuzix model, it's 2-3 meters. This is good distance. For body-worn camera, it's maybe more, for example, 5-6 meters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if I comment here just on that one, again, for the distance that allowed between the glasses and the server, it should not be that high, because at the end, the server is very critical data, and it should be with the police officer on his side. So it should not be like far away from him, because if it's far away, then it's better for him to use the 4G and keep the, sorry, to keep the database on the servers, which is in the main servers of the command center.
Yes, and I would like to mention that we can work with 4G communication. So that's why, for example, in airport where we have strong network, we can wear just glasses, and that's all what we need. We can use phone or laptop where we can see notification through mobile application, and we don't need any server close to us. So.
All right, thank you, everyone. We still have one request to share documents, presentations, and webinar recording. Yes, we will be sharing it with you probably tomorrow to your emails. If you didn't receive it for some reason, please contact us, so we will be happy to share it with you again. Does anyone have other questions? Please ask. We still have a little bit of time.
As I can see that also participants are still increasing. We are almost in the end stage of the webinar, and still we are seeing that there is increasing number. That's really interesting for us, and that's will give us like a more push to talk to all of you guys, and just to try to reach you out to discuss in details how we can support you with this solution and the other solutions. As we have a couple of minutes, let me just add one more thing. While my colleague Sergi was doing the demo, we saw that there is some cable in the glasses. So just to mention it, just to make it clear that this cable is not to connect the glasses. So you don't need any cable. This is just because we are trying to get the screen inside the glass itself. So that's why we're connecting it to the laptop. But usually in the normal life, no need for any cable or any wire to have with the glasses. So directly just wear it with the server, and that's it.
Yeah, it was done specifically for the demo purposes.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't see any new questions in our chat. I would like to thank everyone who joined us and our speakers as well. Thanks a lot. We will share with you all the information. Please don't hesitate to contact any of our speakers. Yeah. So thank you so much. We will be in touch, and everyone have a great day.